Title: Signs of a One-Sided and Unfulfilling Relationship. Have you ever found yourself giving your all in a relationship, only to realize that you are merely a background character in someone else's story? It's a painful truth that many of us face, yet we often brush it aside, telling ourselves that it's just how things are. But here's a reality check. It shouldn't be this way. You deserve relationships that are genuine, reciprocal, and respectful. In this article, we will explore the subtle signs that indicate you may be in a one-sided and unfulfilling relationship. By recognizing these red flags, you can take the first step towards transforming your relationships into ones that value and cherish your worth. Signal 1: One-sided effort. One of the most common signs of a one-sided relationship is when you find yourself constantly giving and reaching out, while the other person makes little to no effort. This imbalance can leave you feeling unappreciated and emotionally drained. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship involves mutual effort and reciprocation. If you find yourself compromising your values and dignity to maintain a relationship, it's worth questioning its value in your life. Signal 2: Selective availability. Selective availability is another sign of an unbalanced relationship. It occurs when one person is always ready to receive support, but seldom available to give it. This behavior reflects a lack of genuine commitment and concern. It's important to recognize your own value and not settle for a relationship where convenience outweighs genuine care and reciprocity. Signal 3: Absence of genuine interest. In a genuine relationship, there's a mutual interest in each other's lives, emotions, and experiences. However, when one party shows little to no interest in the other's life, it indicates a lack of empathy and a disregard for the fundamental aspects of a meaningful relationship. It's crucial to seek relationships that go beyond surface-level interactions and foster a deeper understanding and connection. Signal 4: Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation occurs when one person uses guilt, emotional pressure, or coercion to influence the other's actions. This form of manipulation exploits the victim's compassion and empathy, often making them question their own feelings and worth. It's important to recognize manipulative behavior and stay true to yourself, upholding your own values and emotions. Signal 5: Disregard for boundaries. A healthy relationship involves mutual respect for each other's boundaries. However, when one party consistently oversteps or ignores the limits set by the other, it shows a lack of respect and can be detrimental to the foundation of the relationship. It's essential to assert and maintain your boundaries, as they are crucial for personal growth and maintaining self-respect. Signal 6: Superficial connection. Superficial connections lack depth and emotional engagement. Conversations and shared experiences barely scratch the surface of what true connection entails. Seek relationships that challenge and enrich both parties, going beyond surface-level interactions and fostering personal growth and mutual understanding. Signal 7: Absence in tough times. Genuine friendships and relationships are tested and proven in times of challenge and adversity. If someone you consider a friend or partner is conspicuously absent during your periods of struggle or hardship, it speaks volumes about their investment and commitment to the relationship. Seek connections that offer support and understanding during life's most challenging moments. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship where the other person only uses you and doesn't truly care about you? It's a painful reality that many people experience, but it's important to recognize the signs and value yourself enough to leave such a toxic relationship. Let's explore 7 attitudes that indicate someone is only using you and doesn't care about your well-being. Attitude 1: Exploitation. One of the clear signs is when the person constantly takes advantage of your kindness, generosity, or resources without any consideration for your needs or feelings. They prioritize their own interests over yours and show no remorse for their actions. Attitude 2: Lack of empathy. Someone who only uses you lacks empathy and fails to understand or appreciate your emotions. They are indifferent to your struggles, challenges, and accomplishments, showing a complete disregard for your overall well-being. Attitude 3: Self-centeredness. You may notice that this person consistently talks about themselves and their own achievements without showing any interest in your life. They rarely ask about your day, dismiss your experiences, and constantly steer conversations back to themselves. Attitude 4: manipulation tactics. Individuals who only use others often employ manipulative tactics to control and influence them. They may guilt trip you, play mind games, or use emotional blackmail to get what they want, disregarding the impact it has on your mental and emotional health. Attitude 5, lack of reciprocation. In a healthy relationship, there is a give-and-take dynamic. However, someone who only uses you will rarely reciprocate your efforts or show genuine care or support when you need it. They may only be present when it benefits them and disappear when you require their help. Attitude 6, disregard for boundaries. Respecting boundaries is crucial in any relationship, but someone who only uses you consistently ignores or oversteps your boundaries. They may invade your personal space, invade your privacy, or pressure you into doing things you're uncomfortable with, showing a lack of respect. Attitude 7, lack of accountability. When confronted about their behavior, someone who only uses you will often deflect blame, make excuses, or deny any wrongdoing. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions and instead shift the blame onto others, including you, further damaging the relationship. Attitude 8, lack of supportive actions. Another clear sign that someone is only using you and doesn't care about your well-being is their lack of supportive actions. While they may offer empty words or promises, their actions consistently fail to match their words. They may not show up for important events in your life, offer help when you need it, or provide any form of support, leaving you feeling unsupported and unimportant. Attitude 9, constant criticism. Someone who only uses you may often criticize and belittle you, intentionally undermining your self-esteem and confidence. They may find faults in everything you do, never offering any genuine praise or encouragement. This constant criticism further perpetuates their disregard for your well-being and only serves to bring you down. Attitude 10, emotional manipulation. Building on the previous point, individuals who only use you may resort to emotional manipulation to control your actions. They may use guilt, fear, or shame to make you comply with their desires, manipulating your emotions to serve their own agenda. This manipulation can be subtle or overt, but its purpose remains the same: to keep you under their control. Attitude 11, lack of respect for your time. Someone who only uses you often fails to respect your time. They may be consistently late or cancel plans at the last minute without valid reasons. This lack of regard for your time displays a lack of respect for your priorities and shows that they only value their own needs and convenience. Attitude 12, lack of effort in communication. Effective communication is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. However, someone who only uses you may exhibit a lack of effort in communication. They may rarely initiate conversations, respond with short and dismissive messages, or show disinterest in engaging in meaningful dialogue. This lack of effort in communication reflects their lack of investment in the relationship. Attitude 13, lack of trustworthiness. Trust is essential for a strong and meaningful connection. However, someone who only uses you may consistently break your trust. They may lie, betray your confidence, or consistently let you down. Their lack of trustworthiness erodes the foundation of the relationship and demonstrates their disregard for your well-being. Attitude 14, lack of growth. Together, a healthy relationship should inspire growth and personal development for both individuals involved. However, someone who only uses you will hinder your growth and personal development. They may discourage your aspirations, minimize your achievements, or intentionally hold you back, ensuring their own priorities and goals take precedence. Have you ever been in a relationship where the other person only uses you and doesn't truly care about your well-being? It can be a painful and damaging experience, but it's crucial to recognize the signs and value yourself enough to walk away from such toxicity. Let's explore 7 more attitudes that indicate someone is only using you and doesn't care about your well-being. Attitude 15, lack of accountability. Attitude 16, lack of supportive actions. Attitude 17, constant criticism. Attitude, emotional manipulation. Attitude 19, lack of respect for your time. Attitude 20, lack of effort in communication. Attitude, lack of trustworthiness. Let's explore 7 more attitudes that indicate someone is only using you and doesn't care about your well-being. Individuals who only use others rarely take responsibility for their actions. They refuse to acknowledge their mistakes, apologize, or make amends. This lack of accountability shows their disregard for the consequences of their behavior and their unwillingness to change. People who only use you may offer empty promises or words of support, but their actions consistently fail to match their words. They may not show up for important events in your life, offer help when you need it, or provide any form of genuine support. This lack of supportive actions leaves you feeling unsupported and unimportant. Someone who only uses you may frequently criticize and belittle you. They intentionally undermine your self-esteem and confidence by finding faults in everything you do. Their constant criticism further perpetuates their disregard for your well-being and only serves to bring you down. Individuals who only use you may resort to emotional manipulation to control your actions. They may use guilt, fear, or shame to make you comply with their desires, manipulating your emotions to serve their own agenda. This manipulation can be subtle or overt, but its purpose remains the same: to keep you under their control. Someone who only uses you often fails to respect your time. They may consistently be late or cancel plans at the last minute without valid reasons. This lack of regard for your time displays a lack of respect for your priorities and shows that they only value their own needs and convenience. Attitude 22. Lack of effort in resolving conflict. In a healthy relationship, both parties should be willing to address and resolve conflicts in a constructive manner. However, someone who only uses you may show a lack of effort in resolving conflicts. They may avoid difficult conversations, dismiss your concerns, or give superficial apologies without genuine intent to change their behavior. This avoidance of conflict not only hinders the growth of the relationship, but also reflects their disregard for your emotional well-being. Attitude 23. Lack of appreciation. A telltale sign that someone is only using you is their consistent lack of appreciation for your efforts and contributions. They fail to acknowledge or express gratitude for what you do for them, taking your presence and support for granted. This lack of appreciation leaves you feeling undervalued and unimportant in the relationship. Attitude 24. Lack of personal investment. Someone who only uses you tends to prioritize their own needs and desires over yours, showing little interest in your personal growth and aspirations. They may not support your goals or show curiosity about your dreams and ambitions. Their lack of personal investment reflects their self-centeredness and indicates that they see you merely as a means to fulfill their own agenda. Attitude 25. Lack of transparency. Transparency is vital in any healthy relationship, as it builds trust and facilitates open communication. However, someone who only uses you may withhold information, lie, or keep secrets. They manipulate information to maintain control and power over you, undermining the trust and honesty required for a genuine connection. Attitude 26. Lack of accountability. When confronted about their behavior, someone who only uses you often deflects blame or makes excuses instead of taking responsibility. They refuse to acknowledge their faults or the negative impact of their actions on the relationship. This lack of accountability perpetuates a cycle of toxicity and prevents any progress or growth. Attitude 27. Lack of emotional availability. Emotional availability is crucial for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. However, someone who only uses you may consistently shut down emotionally, refusing to open up or acknowledge your emotional needs. They may avoid vulnerable conversations and dismiss your emotions, leaving you feeling isolated and unheard. Attitude 28. Lack of future planning. A person who only uses you is unlikely to invest in long-term plans or envision a future together. They may avoid discussions about the future or dismiss the importance of planning ahead. Their lack of interest in building a shared future indicates that they see the relationship as temporary or solely focused on their immediate needs. Remember, recognizing these attitudes is essential for your well-being. Recognizing these 28 attitudes is crucial for your well-being. Someone who only uses you lacks empathy, manipulates, criticizes, and disregards boundaries. They show no accountability, support, or appreciation, and prioritize their needs over yours. It's important to value yourself and walk away from toxic relationships.